Hidden Object Guru here, back for part 3 of Phantasmat. We've just reached the Sunken Village. Now we're going to explore. Okay, we've got... Oh, I have Rest Remover. If you want to learn a secret, the answer is hidden in numbers. Okay. Oh, so the numbers will be like code word? No, I understand how that works. I don't know how that's a half-truth, Hans, but yes? The water must have gotten under the asphalt. I assume so. Pet store window! How much is that doggy in the window? It's a really good question. Oh, it's very different. Hey, look, it's her again. Oh, the secret is in the numbers. Yes, so I have to find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digit word, and the numbers are going to tell me how to convert the numbers on the phone dial to open it up. Yes, I know. So I just have to figure out what word it is, and we're good to go. It's true, Hans. It's very true. Alright, so, coffee. Let's do this. We're looking for coffee. Coffee, it's a cup of coffee. Telephone. Book. Yep. Ashtray. Pizza. Oh. Oh. It's a picture pizza. Gear. Oh, a gear. That's probably the object we're here for. Apple, flags, tulip. So, apple. Apple. So when you say flags, there's the tulip. Flags, flags. Oh, there they are. They meant bunting. Blood microphone ribbon. Blot. Blot. Microphone ribbon. Okay, is that a bloodstain? No, that's not a bloodstain. No. Bag with bloodstain on the side? Also no. Alright, well, I'll look for the microphone and the ribbon. We'll circle back around to the blood. Okay. You didn't think... Oh, there's the ribbon. Okay, so we're looking for blood of all things. But, like, do they mean a bag of blood? Do they mean droplets of blood? Is there blood on the broken glass? No. There's a snail. I think that's a snail. Like, it's weird. I'm kind of unclear on what they mean by blood. And there's a whole bunch of red on screen. None of which is that, it was a bloodstain. It was a bloodstain on the wall. Okay. I am on point today. That's true. Probably from some mysterious device. If today's been anything to go by. Alright. What have we got? Go to the ruined house. Sally's bar. We need info about the pet store.
Hey, I'm down in the basement. I found something strange.
Oh, I accidentally skipped the first line because I didn't realize she was going to start talking. It is all rusty. Do I still have the rest remover? No. What the hell? Why is there a diving suit?
Like this before?
Oh my god, this is all a scam so someone can rob the bank in the town!
Constructed recently. I mean, it looks abandoned, but not...
Right, there was like a bunch of gold hidden in the bank in the town, right? When when the dam collapsed.
But this doesn't make any sense.
Of course it does.
There can't be anything of
and so they're pretending there's a haunted hotel to scare people away while they search for the gold that was in the bank.
No.
It's basically a Scooby-Doo episode. That's what's happening.
It looks like the work of a madman.
Or
Someone
a guy
who's very
pretending
skilled
to
and
be a
probably
ghost.
obsessed. Do you think there's a way to make all this machinery work?
Of course there is.
I really don't know what to make of it.
I just found a gear. Okay. Oh, hello. One, two, three, 4, 5. Oh, hell yes! So that's part 1 of getting the machine to work. Suit's missing a gauntlet, faceplate, searchlight, and a boot. A boot what? Ha-ha! That's a Canada joke. Oh, the gear goes in the elevator? Oh, right! The elevator had that big gear part missing. I totally forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. I think I found our stranger. Where's the body? Why hasn't she left town? Underwater. Where's the loot? Ha-ha! There you go. Loot. Underwater. Says it right there. What does it open? Good question. Dinner takes over the hotel tomorrow. That's the Scarface man. Does he know about me? It's probably not like gold in a vault or anything, but looks like some kind of monument. Ew! Alright, gear. Yep. Ivy. Yep. Centipede. Bow tie. It's not around his neck, huh? Okay. Alright. Okay. Orange. Candle. Okay, bow tie, orange, candle. That's none of those things. Okay, bow tie. What is that? Is that a padlock? Screaming face? Wow. I need a heart. Oh, there's the screaming face. That was cute. I figured I would need a clue for the cube puzzle. It said I needed a combination, so... it's weird that there's no reflection of the pearl in his eye. Oh, there's the candle. Ugh, that was a little embarrassing. Butterfly, blue feather, heart. Oh, there we go. If you were a butterfly, where would you be? There you are. Really, really cheatery. Middle of... Oh, yeah, I just did not recognize that was a bow tie. What, really? Why would I ever play match 3? I'm not the match 3 guru. Button. Diamond. There's the diamond. That's an orange slice. Aww. You got me. Fun fact. I'm sure I've talked about this a bunch, but it always fascinates me that until people in Europe, sorry, specifically England, because we're talking about the English language, until they experienced oranges, like the fruit, they didn't have the concept of the color orange, even though they were surrounded by orange things. So they called orange things red. Hence Robin Redbreast, when robins clearly have orange breasts.
Who do we have here? If it isn't our new guest.
It is.
You just won't stay in your cozy hotel room, will you? I take it you
Whereas for me,
decided to
Detective
go
Assassin, that's
sightseeing
why I
in the
play
town.
these games.
Rather thought-provoking, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely,
One moment
creepy,
a lively
scarred weirdo.
community Full of busy little people, and they're all in.
Although a huge amount of it isn't underwater, so...
A sinister, dead, quiet shadow.
Guess it's not that
of
scary.
the long gone past. Oh yes, there's certainly a lot to see around here. Although, I'd watch my step if I were you.
Ooh.
This place is full of secrets, and some secrets are much better when left alone.
Alright. Yay, more flashbacks! I love those. Oh, okay, it's not gold. It's cash. And a Tommy gun! It was a bank robbery, so I was pretty close. Oh no! It's the guy who got murdered at the table. Oh, that's true. I always, first and foremost, I go to hidden object games for their stories because you're more likely to get a horror game in hidden object than any other genre of any other type of video games. Like it's very rare to see horror, especially in mainstream video games. It's just not a popular subgenre. Whereas hidden object games are like 60% horror and murder mystery. So basically the only place you can go for a murder mystery these days is a hidden object game. Which is pretty strange, I think. Damn right it is. Okay, tank, shovel, zebra. That's tank. Shovel. Zebra. That's not the zebra somehow. Oh, it's back. I thought that black nose meant it was a zebra, but no. We're looking for a mermaid. Coin, handcuffs. Now this place is full of garbage. Like, even by the standards of a hidden object scene. Handcuffs. Handcuffs. Ah, there they are. So we'll take a pass on the mermaid for now and circle back around. Mug. Gnome. Belt. That's not a gnome? Oh, it's a nutcracker. Sorry. Oh, there's the mermaid. It was a poster. That was a tiger, too? Really? Nice. Okay. We've got a pipe. We've got... Oh, a rotten pear. Ew. A star and a broom. So we're down to mug, gnome, belt. We don't need a ribbon this time, and there's a bow tie right there. And another one on this bear. Oh, I can make it rock. That's nice. So there's a tiara. There's a hand spade. There's a... robot. Having no luck with this gnome situation. Ah, there's the belt. I remember Maze being very creepy. I think... Oh, the gnome's right there. Alright, that was embarrassing. And there's the mug next to it. Oh, that's a pot. Okay, well... Small enough pot is very similar visually to a mug, so I'm not going to be ashamed of accidentally clicking on that. There's a Matryoshka doll. Oh, there it is in the window. Yeah, Maze was very freaky. Thank you. Alright. I will go to the school corridor. Subject was my family. Aww. I agree. Thick vines are blocking my way. Do I have something to cut that with? Yeah. This is why games need a map. So like you can just say, okay, where am I supposed to go now? Because the worst thing is when games don't have a map and they're expecting you to go to another location and find a hidden object scene, or a scene like this, and there's no way to know that's what you're supposed to do.
Besides that weird diving suit?
I did. A whole bunch of nonsense that I picked up for almost no reason. There it is.
This must be the man I told you about.
Totes.
No, the body can't be that old. I saw the man alive just a few months back.
You're a ghost, though.
I must have lost track of time. Could it really be so long ago? What? You also met the hotel owner here? What did he say? He threatened
Just
you?
General,
really?
Evil, sinister
I guess I
villain
shouldn't
stuff,
be
you know.
surprised. After
The
all,
huge.
There are those rumors about him.
Ooh, what are
Listen,
they?
They say that he... Wait, you think he might still be around?
Almost
We
definitely.
should talk somewhere else. It's not safe. Let's meet in the hotel basement. I'll tell you what I know.
Have you not noticed your tattered Victorian clothing? Like, I know it's not actually Victorian, but you're like a dead girl from the 20s or something? What year do you think it is? First off, next time I go to a creepy hotel, first thing you ask the person who runs it is, what year do you think it is? Just, you know, it's important to check. Alright, so where was the elevatrix? Oh, in the basement where I'm going to see her, right. Yeah. Such a well-drawn game. Such
Okay,
beautiful
I
screens.
think we can talk safely now.
Well, I
know
hope.
very little about the hotel owner. He's one big mystery.
But you work for him.
One day
Yeah.
he just showed up in the town and started spending lots
Because of the
money.
bank robbery.
Some even said he was a runaway gangster. But hear this. He wasn't the first to run the hotel. The previous
Ooh.
owner, Well, let's just say he
Stifled was
disappeared
so creepy.
without any trace. People speculated a lot. Some even said horrible, gruesome things.
Oh no!
I'm sure the old lady knows more, but I don't trust her. Do you know that every night she sneaks out to the cemetery?
How?
If you use this old elevator to go down to the water,
Okay.
you could take the boat there. Listen, I suspect what's going on, but it's just too crazy to tell now. We need more evidence before I start throwing wild theories straight out of the Twilight Zone.
Okay, so you were from the 60s then. That's fine. Okay. Nope. It's the wrong gear. Oh, no, wait, I had 2 gears. No, both of those were the wrong gear. Well, I'll be. You want to give me a tip for how to get that elevator running? You're like, use the
I know
elevator.
very little. One day he...
Okay, well, we already... Yeah, I want to use the elevator, but I don't have the gear. Whoa!
Oh, already back from the town, I see. Well, did you find whatever you've been looking for?
Pretty much.
As I said, some secrets are best left buried. And believe me, this town has plenty. On the surface, it was a vibrant and prosperous community. But take away the facade of fake
That's true.
smiles, and it's all rotten to the bone.
That
Even
might
the
just be
creme de
you.
la creme, like the town's mayor.
Tell me more about him.
Powerful, intelligent, and wealthy man, but so naive.
Naive is not the same as
He
rotten
marries
to
a
the core.
beautiful young woman and dies in unknown circumstances.
Oh.
His wife inherits everything. Suspicious, isn't it? But life has to go on. Some will say he was murdered, poisoned. But most will live their own lives and keep up appearances. Because,
Oh.
my friend, sometimes it's better to know very little than to know the whole ugly truth.
Damn. You're a sinister sword, aren't you? We get a lot of flashbacks. Hey, more about the murder. Nice. Well, if you remember where it was, Hans, just let me know. So she was in on the murder. Or was she? Sorry. Oh, they're going to show us a little bit more of it this time. Oh, he killed the original owner for the hotel. But why did he need the hotel so badly? Or did he just want a hotel? I mean, hotels are great, I'm not going to lie. Because you tuned into the ghost world because you were in a car accident? Hey, the picture's screaming at me. Nice. Are they, though?
I'm wondering, dear.
Okay.
When did the flood? Was it last week? Or was it last year?
Like 80 years
Wait.
ago?
Oh, I think it was longer ago. 10 years, perhaps.
Really?
Maybe more. I don't remember. The time goes by so quickly.
Does it, though?
I have to go now, darling. My husband is waiting for me, you know.
Oh, she doesn't even know her husband. Oh, no, she means at the graveyard. Yes. I was not following her logic there. Creepy. Yes, back in the 30s when all of this crime happened. Yeah, see, it's just not good design to have the only detail, like, premise of the game be, okay, now just go to every location and see if something has happened, you know? Like, it's not really a satisfying way to build a story. Oh, I'll use the hook and line. I think that depends on what you mean by realistic, detective. Unless you just mean, oh, I've got 2 of the 7 keys! Yes! Oh, we're well on our way to opening that door. Yeah! We're gonna let that werewolf out any day now. Seriously, I do not actually think there's a werewolf behind that door, but how awesome would that be? If that was the twist, they were keeping a werewolf locked up. See, how was I to know to just come back here and look for a hidden object puzzle? Makes no sense. So yeah, that was the ladybug. I need a pill bug. Who's this guy? I know that from a little game called... That's right, Earth Defense Force 5. Handprint! Scrimp! Wheat! Hatchet! Cigar! Cork! Clover! The letter A! The letter A? Oh, they meant that kind of claw. Yeah, thank you, Hans. I did not figure that out. And honestly, I saw a lobster arm. Is that the letter A? That is not the letter A. Okay, clover, letter A, dart. That is not a dart. That is a shuttlecock. Or birdie, if you prefer. I don't need a butterfly anymore. That was last time. Oh, there's the dart. Cigar should be alongside something brown so it blends in, but it's not. Oh, there it is. Bottom right of the screen. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's less fantastical. Gotcha. Based in more grounded setting. Based in a more grounded setting. More importantly, though, have you played the Campfire Legends series? Ah, there's the clover. Alright, so we're just down to the letter A. And I'm having a great deal of difficulty finding it. Ha ha! Not a good joke. Not even recognizably a joke. Okay. Nope. Anybody got a line on this letter A? Because I do not. I'm going to use the hint in about 10 seconds, so if somebody wants to jump in, be my guest. Alright, so let's just do a quick scan. Nope. 0. Novenvan. Nichtestein. None of these are real words. Okay. Let's just take the hint. Nope. That was a good guess on the playing cards. You thought that one is an ace. But you're not, like, you were right that is an ace, but you're not allowed to click on it to count for the letter A. That was a really good catch, Hans. It just didn't work. Oh, come on! Random piece of straw arranged into an A. Come on. Is there a door I needed to smash open? This is what I'm talking about. Like, this game, it's not good at, like, creating creating obstacles that lock into your mind and make you think, oh, I better come back later with a blank. And then you find the blank, and then it's not good at flagging where the next item is going to be, so where to check for a, say, hidden object puzzle, so that then you go and find the item, and you're like, oh, snap, that's the item I used to get X. So let's see what the hint thinks we should do. In 5 seconds. Yeah, Hans, that felt like a cheat. Insert the coin into the phone slot. Right, yes. Of course. Alright, you're going to tell me the word that I have to translate, right? Okay, so I have to spell secret. S-E-C-R-E-T. Secret.
Combination to the lock is 1,
7, 4, 6. I
6.
thought she was going to give us a word and we had to reverse engineer it, but no, it's just secret. 17466, everybody. That was the long way to do that. Thank you kindly. Hidden object puzzle? And I assume the Phantasmat games stay good, Detective. Shears. Dog. Stapler. We finally found the doggy in the window, which hopefully it's still alive, but this place is a disaster area, so who knows. Okay. Anchor. Cat. Coral. Cork. There's a cork. Is that coral? No. Coral? Oh, there's the dog. When you say shears, you just mean scissors, right? Or maybe there's the fancy old-timey scissors? Paper umbrella will be like a thing for a drink, I assume. Heart flower. Ah, the paper umbrella was folded up, so yeah, it's not exactly a gimme. Tortoise. Is that? No, that's a bowler hat. In my defense, there's a lot of crossover there. Okay, we've got a Featherheart flower. Featherheart flower. Featherheart. Oh, no, that's not a flower. Lots of cranes in this game. Oh, that was coral. Huh. That was the tortoise. Okay. It just looked likely, so I clicked on it. That's good to hear. I will be playing... I did buy two at the same time as I bought this, so I will be playing it sometime in the near future. Oh! I feel like those shears were very deceptively hidden. Okay. Stapler, cat, Featherheart flower. Okay. Stapler, Featherheart flower. Oh, it's the red stapler like in that movie. Stapler, cat, Featherheart flower. Stapler, cat, Featherheart flower. Cat, Featherheart flower. Alright. And that's not... No, that's part of the bone structure. Oh! Good catch. I just blended it in so well, I totally missed it. Alright, feather, flower, cat. How fun was that Cats of Ulthar game? Such a nice riff on that story. And just another group of people taking great advantage of the fact that Lovecraft is copyright cleared. You'd think there would be more Lovecraft hidden object games. It's fertile ground. And I also thought the Charles Dexter Ward one was quite entertaining, even though I don't put it at the top of any lists. Feather, heart, flower. Feather, flower, cat. Really? No, that's a caterpillar. That's another pill bug, the thing you thought was a feather. I get why you thought that was a feather. Alright, I'm going to get close to the screen, because, you know, that's how I do. That's why you get a big TV, folks, to help you with it. Okay, I found the feather right away. I got a watch. I got some amethyst. So many more fish bones. Crazy amount of fish bones. So, cat, feather, flower. Feather, feather. I got the feather, need the flower, and the cat. Alright, doll's head. Whatever the hell that thing is, another rotten peach. Nope. Okay. Yeah, this one is really kicking my... Oh, God, I found the flower and it's going to piss me off. I found a bird. I got no line on the cat, but I found a bird of all things. Kitten, kitten. You're a kitten, 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 kitten. Ah, found the kitten. Alright, I'm really embarrassed. This is actually very embarrassing. Really? I will have to... I mean, I've enjoyed the story so far, so check it out. This was a bottle. Jesus. This was a bag of dog food, and this is a bag of cat food. This is a feather, and this is the flower. It was directly above the heart. Oof. Shears! Oh, for the ivy in the school. So I was supposed to do all of this before I went back to the hotel, is what we're learning. Okay. Nice. Chicken, pencil holder, bay leaves. Okay. Chicken, pencil holder, bay leaves. Like, for example, if you were to tell me, like, you were going to do a hidden object game set in historic West Mansion, I would say you just had the best idea for a hidden object game ever. Gear, cow, cat's eye. Hey, yet another... Oh, finally, it's the gear we need. I said cat's eye. It was a glass eye. Do I need a pig? I don't. Right arm. Oh, it fell on the ground. That's great. So that reminds me of a thing that happened to me in real life. So I was on the set of this movie. Right? I was an extra. Well, it wasn't a movie. It was a TV show. But, you know, like a cable TV show. That's not important. And so the premise of it is that David Bowie has, as some sort of an art project, sawn off all of his own limbs. And so there's this corpse of David Bowie on a gurney, and he had like constricted all of his limbs with rubber tubing and then sawed at them with his one arm, and they'd all fallen off, and he'd bled to death as part of an art project, right? And so the two legs are on the ground, and then his left arm, his left arm has the saw in it, right? And the right arm is on the floor directly under the saw. And I'm sitting there thinking, he did this essentially when he was vertical, and he still got the saw in his hand, so he probably died right after finishing the job, right? And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, how did the right arm get under the saw? Because the saw is still hanging at his side on the left side. Shouldn't the right arm have just fallen off and be flopped on the right side of his body? And I'm standing here in a cop uniform, because I'm playing one of the cops who's, you know, crime scene investigating. Well, securing the crime scene, waiting. That's not important to the story. And I'm sitting there thinking, shouldn't he have shouldn't have fallen straight down? But it's like my 5th or 4th or something time on a film set ever, and I'm so timid that I like can't just ask that question of one of the ADs. So I just kept my mouth shut, and there was a weird thing that could have been fixed in the movie, but everyone was so busy making the movie that they would have never noticed it. So yeah, I could have caused that minor error, and it's the most minor error imaginable, to be fixed, but I didn't, because it, you know, didn't occur to me that I was allowed to ask. Really? That is pretty gruesome. It was a pretty gruesome show. I was very embarrassed because I was only brought on to the show. Have I written fantasies? I wrote a fantasy movie once, and I have a fantasy novel that's like a third of the way done that I can't seem to finish. But yes, that's all I've done fantasy-wise. It was funny. It was like I was on the movie, and I was brought in because the guy who played the paramedic in the outside shots couldn't come back, and I was the same height and would fit the costume. So they had me dress up as a paramedic. And me and the other paramedic wheel in the gurney, and they're like, and so Ridley Scott, who was directing it, is like, do you know how to, you, points at me, do you know how to operate the gurney? Can you lower it down and pick it up for the shot? And I'm like, no, I'm just a replacement guy. And he's like, oh. And then he decided he wanted someone else to be the... That's still not the right one? What is happening? He wanted someone else to be the paramedic, so they gave me a cop uniform instead. And that was my story of the time I disappointed Ridley Scott. I have to use all 3 gears to repair it. Do I have to put them in a certain order? Is that it? No, I just had to open the door. Oh my god. It was an episode of the TV show The Hunger. It was not a movie. Okay, so well, obviously this goes here. Alright, that was completely wrong. Stop it, Hogaru. Seriously, stop it. Oh, it doesn't seem like it goes there either, does it? There we go. Yay! Oh, I've liked a couple of iPix games. Yeah, it was a show called The Hunger. And David Bowie was the host of it. And he was like, here's a spooky story about Ra. And that was the episode which was the origin of his character. Like how he became a creepy ghost who told you weird fetish stories. It was strange. It was like Tales from the Crypt, but with more nudity, as I recall. Okay. I should cut the rope first, you're right. With this hatchet! Ah, okay. That's why I have, all the mystery case files have that look about them now. Okay, 12, 4, 10, 5. What could that mean? I know that. Oh, I need to fuel up the boat, of course. And now we've got an arrow. Oh, 12, 4, 10, 5. That was funny. I was in Day After Tomorrow. Good memory. That was my first ever extra gig after moving to Montreal. It was a funny story. No, second. They offered to have me back for a week of filming as one of the people wading through ice-cold water. So I would have to get like a wetsuit and a suit and all of that. But I'm like, instead I want to go home for Christmas, because you're asking me... And this was true, they wanted to film all of that over Christmas. And I was like, no, I'm going home for Christmas. I don't live in... I'm just going to school here. And then they obviously went with other people. And realistically now, looking back, I probably should have gone and waded through the water for a week for the, you know... $1,000 or whatever they were paying, but at the time I just really wasn't feeling it. And that is my lesson to you, the people of tomorrow. Take those weird job opportunities when you have them. Woohoo! We did it! We made it to the cemetery finally. Okay, chisel, pomegranate, tears. Chisel, pomegranate, tears. That's a creepy looking hidden object puzzle. Still can't believe I did like 10 minutes about the name of a pomegranate, of like what pomegranates are called and why they're called that on a stream the other day. That was not a stream, on a video the other day. If you want to hear me ramble for just way too long about what fruits are called, check out the game Pirate Island Rescue, because I mean the game... Like, the mechanics of the game were entertaining enough to play, but did not intellectually engage me at all. And I wound up rambling for an inexcusable amount of time. Brooch! About what fruit are called and why they're called that. Okay, chisel. Padlock, bow. think the feather's on the left side of the screen? I'm not seeing it. Alright, so I need a padlock and I need a bow. Okay. Padlock, bow, feather, harmonica, chisel, tears. That's a knife, that's not a chisel. Chisel's probably gonna... Oh, there's the feather, it's in her hand. There's a cigar, in case we have to come back here later, look for a cigar. I felt like a chisel would have a wooden handle. There's the harmonica, but I don't see any, like, wooden handle stuff. Also, what do you mean tears? Oh, it was literally a carved tear next to her eye. Okay. Padlock, bow... Oh, there's the bow. Padlock and chisel, everybody. Yeah, I always think that. That's the chisel. It was just one of the chisels that was just a metal chisel, so... It's not a good excuse for missing it, but I did miss it. Alright. Padlock. We did it! Yes! Alright. Alright, we made it to the cemetery. We had a great time. This is going to be a perfect time to take a break from the Phantasmat, the haunted hotel of mystery. I know. I've been the hidden object guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comments section below the video. If you would like to see a bunch of movies I was an extra in, the most notable one is a movie called Exchange that stars Stephen Baldwin and oh god, this is embarrassing, Kyle MacLachlan, where, and this is a true story, they needed a shot of Kyle MacLachlan walking down a street from behind, like getting away into a crowd, and Kyle MacLachlan had already left Montreal, and they're like, hey, that guy who played a security guard last week, he was the same height and hair color as Kyle MacLachlan, right? And they're like, yeah, let's call him. So they called me, and this was like end of March. And they're like, can you come down on Saturday? We're going to pay you union rates. Just drive down to Montreal. I was living in Ottawa at the time. And just be Kyle MacLachlan from behind. It'll take you 2 hours. You pay union rates the whole day. You go right home. And I'm like, of course I'll do that. Why would I not do that? So I wake up that morning. It's 8 a.m. I have to be there at 11. So it's a 2-hour drive. I'm right there. I look out the window. It is the end of March, but there is a blizzard. No. And I'm like... Am I still doing this? The movie's set in the summer. It would be weird if we filmed outdoor in a blizzard. So it took me half an hour to get them on the phone because they were panicking and making calls there. And they were like, yeah, no, we're not doing it. I know, so I didn't get to be Kyle MacLachlan's body double for a shot. Yeah, but it's walking into a crowd. Oh, okay. Like, who's gonna know?
Like, he's the same height and...
Same, basic build, whatever.
I'm like, no, yeah. You're much taller.
Alright, so that's that. I will see you back here for more Phantasmat and the next item on the playlist. But until then, au revoir.